based on my experience, I think one of the biggest hindrances on why we couldn't understand what the Bible is trying to teach us is because we already have presuppositions in our head. We already, solidify certain ideas, certain theological concepts and systems in our minds because we allow people to constantly bombard us with the same message. That's why we couldn't get out of the box anymore. We just simply accept what they say. And the problem with that is we don't cross examine what they have to say. We just think it's valid just because this guy is a pastor, just because this guy is a PhD or someone who is authority figure, a Bible scholar or whatever. Hey, guess what? Even Bible scholars can be incorrect. There are certain theological concepts that people just simply don't understand. And we just have to accept the fact that we need to put on some extra effort in order to validate what they have to say rather than just simply, accepting everything. And I mean, and the problem with that is people will tell you that this is something that is necessary for you to understand, that this is something that is really essential, but the reality is that hey, these are just peripheral issues. It doesn't affect your salvation. It doesn't affect how God thinks about you know? And we just have to be open enough to see what the Bible is trying to tell us. You see, I have people coming up to me telling me, hey, you're wrong about your ideas when it comes to salvation, when it comes to, this divine counsel stuff. You're wrong about those things. Yeah, I may be wrong, but my question is, have you examined what you are told? Have you really researched about it? Because I'm going to tell you at this point in time, yeah, this is what I understood because this is based on what I have researched. This is based on what I have examined. I can tell you that I have a basis for how I understand these things. But my question is, what about you? What is your basis aside from the fact that this was something that was told to you by your pastor or by your favorite Bible teacher? Because if that's all if that's all you have based on someone who told you about it, then you got a bigger problem because you're lazy. You don't want to study your own Bible. You just want to be fed. You just want to feel that sense of, I belong to this community of believers, this certain, should I say, certain group, and I belong to them. So, it's not right. I don't think you should listen to a certain pastor just because it affirms what you believe. Because it makes you comfortable with your current situation. You might be doing something that God doesn't like, but you just because this pastor tells you something that doesn't disagree with you, you automatically accept what he has to say. And I think if we are really honest about, learning, about really trying to want to get into the bottom of certain issues in the Bible, I mean, we would spend time really studying the Bible, and not just simply continue to be like babies, being fed with milk. We would start chewing up real, spiritual meat. Okay, and I think that's my message for everyone, you know.